Yo guys, what's up? This is your boy Emmanuel. Today I am here to share an interesting conversation with you, and it's all about programming. Guess what? A lot of people come to my DM asking me of which programming language should I start with as a beginner. You don't have to get worried, okay? As a beginner, there are thousands of programming languages out there. But normally the problem here is which ones to start with. These are normally the problem with beginners. Sometimes we start things that along the line we don't develop the interest anymore. Programming is a very sweet and interesting thing, but trust me, when you lose the interest, it would never interest you to go back to programming. And sometimes it depends on how you started and the kind of programming language that you choose. Today, I will be giving you the top 3 programming languages to start with as a beginner. As a beginner, the first programming language I will entreat you to start with is HTML. HTML means Hypertext Markup Language. A lot of languages on the internet, like I said, we have the C++, C#, Python, a lot. But as a beginner, you need to start up with this markup language, HTML. HTML is a high-level programming language. What do I mean by high-level programming language? It means that you can read it, okay? It's readable. Some of the syntaxes is readable for you to read. You just need to be able to read and you can learn by yourself. That's what we mean by a high-level programming language. So I, being a developer myself, I started with HTML without having any tutor, and trust me, with a matter of time, I was able to program on my own with the HTML. Normally, HTML is used for developing the structure of a web page, the skeleton I mean. As a new person who wants to develop interest for development or programming, it will be best that you go in for HTML. The syntax says everything about HTML is so simple to learn. You don't need any tutor. 2, I will talk about you going for Python. Python, or Python as other people call it, is one of the most popular languages on the internet now. It does a lot of things. People who are in the machine learning, robotics, they are all using Python. AI, artificial intelligence, they are all using Python. And what makes Python easy is that it's another high-level language, okay? In libraries is everywhere. You can learn Python from everywhere. The libraries are so simple to get. So I will advise you that as a new beginner, as someone who want to start programming, you go into learning Python. And it is market ready. It has a lot of market out there. Thousands of people, thousands of companies are looking for people who can program in Python. Like I said, AI is taking over the world, as you and I know, artificial intelligence. And if you are to enter that venture, it means that you getting job is so easy. Most of the things we used to do hardcore is now changing into AI, and this is the programming language behind AI. Another language that will interest you, that people are looking for developers who are on that very field, is JavaScript. JavaScript is a very powerful programming language that has been one of the toppest languages on the internet, used for most of the web applications that you see online. Most of the website on the internet all has JavaScript featured in it. So you going for JavaScript, I think, is a good deal. Starting with JavaScript is quite easy to also learn, okay? So it would be nice that as a beginner, someone trying to start programming, you start with the JavaScript, and with time, you will be good with it. All you need to do is constant learning, okay? You being consistent with the learning. You don't do it today, you sleep, the next day you sleep, you come the third day. No, programming needs a lot of time and sacrifice. You need to always be on your computer, start or try something out. Whatever you learn, you need to practice it. You need to practice it all the time. That is how you can get yourself enticed with whatever programming language that you are learning. There is nothing like a language being so hard, but there are some languages that you can easily learn. You can easily be familiarized with libraries, and one of those languages are, like I've mentioned already, Python and also JavaScript with HTML. And the other one that you need to learn if you really want to go into front end, when I talk about front end, is about the what the viewers see, the user interface. Okay, we have the back end, we have the front end. So you going as a front end developer, if you want to do more of design, the user interface, what people see, what people feel, then I would advise that after you've learned the HTML, you add CSS, known as the cascading style sheet, to it, because that is what you use to style your website. Most of the back-end developers, they don't really care about the user interface. What they care about is the core logics of the website, that is the backend, what makes the site work, interactive, like what gives you what you want. That is what most back-end developers think of. But front-end developers, they think of the attractiveness, the beauty of the website, and that is when you need to go into learning CSS, cascading style sheet. So if you want to go into front-end, then it will be good that you go with HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Okay, then if you want to go into backend, you can still learn the HTML, you can learn the Python, you can learn the JavaScript, and JavaScript has other frameworks like TypeScript and all that you can use to build backend stuff. Okay, so today these are the languages that I would want you to start learning as a fresher, as a beginner or as a beginner who want to start programming. And where to get the resource, I would say go on YouTube. Okay, go on YouTube. There are thousands of courses about all of the languages that I've mentioned: Python, JavaScript, HTML, CSS. Just search and you have thousands of content which will teach you from the scratch. Okay, you don't need to know everything. It will take you from the scratch, literally from the scratch. Then another place to learn programming is solo learn. Okay, just take your phone. If you don't have a computer, okay, you can start with this smartphone. Just go on Google Play Store. If you are using Android, go on Google Play Store. If you are using iPhone, just go on your store and search for Solo Learn. They have their app there that you can download and start learning right on your Android or smartphone. The world is now changing into a global village and everything is available. Start learning something today, and trust me, you will be so glad and will never regret that you entered the programming world. Thank you for watching my video. Please do subscribe to this video and share with a friend if you want me to bring more of this content. Comment, let me know your thoughts, let me know what you think about this video. If you think you have something that you want to know more about, you can comment in the comment section and I will bring or work on that video for you. Until then, bye.